Today is a pack and ship video, and we're going to pack 2 tiki mugs and 4 dinner plates. Hi everyone, I'm Vicki with avante-avenue. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. Today is a pack and ship video, and we're going to pack 2 tiki mugs and 4 dinner plates. And I'm going to challenge you to guess, as you're watching the first part of the video, challenging you to guess which sold for more money, the 2 tiki mugs or the 4 dinner plates. Leave your comment before you watch the end of the video. Don't cheat, that's no fun. And in this video I'm giving away a jumping jack, but I'm going to do something slightly different this time. By the way, jumping jack is a cell phone holder, only my other cell phone is upstairs. Whew, had to run upstairs and get my jumping jack to show you how it works. As I was saying, in this video I'm giving away a jumping jack, a blue jumping jack. So you don't have to guess the color of it this time. Now we're going to do something slightly different. I'm going to ask you to leave a comment for the timeline, the minutes and seconds that you see this pop up in the video. It could show up anywhere. It could be a very tiny little pop-up, could be a full insert pop-up, but I'm going to show this blue jumping jack somewhere in this video. So watch for that, and then in my next video I'll tell you who won. It'll hold your phone like this on your tabletop, or when you're on the phone and you get tired of gripping your phone, it will hold it like this. Or it has a little clip inside that you can set it on your tabletop like this. It's a little easel. So a few ways to use it, and I give them away once in a while. And as I said, the one today is going to be blue, and you have to watch for it so you can pick up the timeline in the video. All right, let me get this camera turned around and let's get started on the pack and ship video. Yeah, let's do it. So I have 2 things to pack and ship today. I have these Rum Haven Tiki Rob mugs or cups. Pretty cool looking. Have a little mermaid on them. And I have 4 of these dinner plates, Haviland, France, Limoges. You can see that I store them separated by styrofoam plates, and I'll also use these same styrofoam plates to pack and ship them. So here's the little game we're going to play. Which do you think has more value? The 2 tiki cups or the 4 plates? Leave a comment below and I'll show you at the end. I decided to pack the little tiki mugs first. Got some tissue paper here, and I'm going to fill up this hollow area inside. I'm pushing it down slightly, and there's still more room, so I think it'll take a half sheet. Pretty good. Let's fill the other one. The reason I do this is if this gets knocked around during shipping, and of course I'll have more layers on this, this inner packing gives some support to the hollow item, and that's why I do it. Now, of course, we're going to wrap this in tissue paper again. Add some tape. Let's do the same thing for this one. You can see I like to wrap on the diagonal. I do that a lot. This is truly a large bubble wrap. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this is the cheap stuff, and this is actually 1/2 inch. So that means I have to use more of this, probably 1.5 times of what I would with the regular 1/2 inch. So make sure you get the right bubble wrap. I did contact a company. Bottom line is, this is their version of 1/2 inch, not mine. Add some tape. Feel around, make sure you don't feel any hard edges. Tuck in the ends and add some tape. And again, feel around, make sure you can't feel any hard edges. And repeat the process for the other mug. And sorry about the glare. I always get a lot of glare when I'm working with white or bubble wrap. And in this case, I have both. Make sure your tape is secure. Feels pretty good. Let's take a measurement. So what do I have here? I have about 10 inches by about 8 by 4. Let's go find a box. I've decided to try to make this priority mail shoebox work, but obviously it is way too long. If you check the flaps here, I've got a lot of extra room. So the first thing I'm going to do is shorten this up a little bit, because you can alter regular priority mailboxes. So if I take a ruler, get an idea of where I want it to be. Of course, I'll be adding some bubble wrap here. I probably would take off about 4 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, from the flap down, I'm going to take off about 4 inches, because remember, I have to allow for a new flap. So let's get the cutting board out. So I'm going to put a mark at 4 inches in a few places here. Get a different ruler that I like to use. Utility knife, line this up and cut this off. Not getting rid of this yet. I might still use it. It's a maybe. Here's something important to keep in mind. Whatever the original flap is, and this is about 2.5, that's how you have to create your new flaps. So you want to measure off a little mark, 2.5, because we need to create new flaps, new cuts to create new flaps. So 2.5, and you want to do that on the other side as well. Where the flap is here, you need to create a flap on the other end. So 2.5. I'm going to slip a smaller cutting board inside. Again, we're lining this up with the original flap. Very important that they line up, which I think you know that. Starting at my 2.5 inch mark, creating a new flap. Rotate the box, put your cutting board back in, line up for your flaps, and create a flap. Rotate it again. Where the seam is, it's extra wide. We're going to do that too. I'm going to do it by just making an extra wide cut. I'm just cutting out a little bit of excess. Rotate it again, line up your ruler, and cut your little 2.5 inch, and now we have the cuts where they need to be to create the new flaps. But we need to score these. I have a scoring tool. This flap is good. And then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Enough to score it, not cut it. And you've got your new flaps made. So we just shorten this priority box. Let's fold up one end and get it taped. All the other boxes I had were just so big, they would have taken a ton of packing material. Here's our tiki cups. I know they're going to fit because I did a test fit, but let's try it again. There's still some room around here, so this is what I'm going to do. I decided I'm going to wrap these together, make a little cocoon. I'll put some on the ends, half sheet. First I'm going to tape what I can together, and then add another half sheet. Flipping it over, taping it, doing the same thing to the other end. You either have to put extra packing material around it in the box, or wrap your item even more. I'm going to add my thank you note. I'm going to put a piece of bubble wrap on the diagonal. Slip this down in. See, I just have just enough room to add enough. No, let's see if it's going to move top to bottom. There is some movement there. So I'm going to slip a little quarter piece down in on each side to keep it from moving. You don't want it to move. I mean, that's pretty good, but I'm also adding another sheet on top, tucking it in. I don't think it's going anywhere. Looks pretty good. Let's get this taped up and we're good to go. I don't think it's going anywhere. And to make sure I don't get my packages mixed up, I like to take and write the first and last initial and the state abbreviation of my buyer on the box somewhere, so when I take this upstairs and run my labels, there's no chance of matching up the wrong label to the wrong package. So there you go. This is going out to DF in Massachusetts. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Let's get those plates wrapped. So have you decided which one has the most value, the tiki mugs or these 4 plates? Make sure you leave a comment before the end, because I'll review at the end what everything's sold for. Alright, so I have them stored with these styrofoam plates, but we need to get them wrapped. I have some tissue paper here, and to have nice presentation and protective finish for my buyer, I'm going to wrap each one in some tissue paper. I like to start by folding in each corner, and then just add a little tape. I tell you what, since it's here, I have some small 1/4-inch bubble wrap, and I'm going to wrap each plate in that and add some tape. I'm not worried about folding up the corners right now. And then repeat the process. Tissue paper, then small bubble wrap. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use this tape. I had this listing set up for a lot of 2 plates for a certain price, and I gave a discount if they bought additional sets of 2 or lots of 2. As said, I decided to switch to the masking tape and the bubble wrap. We're done with the tissue paper. So this is what I like to do. Styrofoam plate, you can pick these up pretty much anywhere, pretty cheap. But I try to get I try to have 2 sizes on hand. Styrofoam plate, dinner plate, styrofoam plate, dinner plate, styrofoam plate, dinner plate. And you can see I'm alternating the bubble wrap that's hanging over. And I need some more plates. This size I got at Walmart. These are great value. And no, I'm not sponsored. Styro plate, dinner plate, styro plate. I now have a plate sandwich. I'm sorry about the glare. It just happens when I'm working with white items like these and the bubble wrap. Now, I want to tape all of this together. Make sure it's pressed down. Go all the way from the top and to the bottom. Then I go across to the other side and same thing. All the way from the top to the bottom. Make sure your tape is pressed down. There's curvature to these plates. And then do the opposite end. If there's an end to a round item, using very long pieces of tape. Get that curve, I guess, right out of the gate here, and tape it to the bottom. A nice stack here. Let's put our thank you note on here. It says, enjoy, shop again soon, thank you, avante-avenue. Run these 30 up on a sheet of labels. I'm curious how high this is so far. It's about 4 1/4 inches. My priority mailbox I want to use is 12 by 12 by 8, so we're good, but we need to add some large bubble wrap. I have 3 sheets going this direction, and I'm putting 3 sheets the opposite direction. I have to tell you, I'm so disappointed in this bubble wrap. It's so pathetic. Putting several pieces here on the end of tape, and then folding up the cross piece, taping it. See how I have the gap from laying the 2 different layers? Just go ahead and close that up. Got a little squirrely on me, so I'm adding a little more. And I do have these flaps here too. Let's go ahead and just tape it. This is about as secure as I can get it. What I'm feeling is the actual styrofoam plates. But I'm going to probably put more bubble wrap in the box. Let's get that priority mailbox and get it assembled. Let me show you why I always say tape that side seam. This is from the priority mail. I did put 1 piece of tape on here already. There's no glue here. It didn't get glued. Whether it's glued or not, I highly encourage you to add extra tape. You don't want that coming open during shipment. I have plenty of room. I'm not cutting this box down. I'm going to add some air pillows to the bottom. You buy these off of Amazon. Got the bottom lined. Add some more bubble wrap. Got 3 pieces going this direction and 3 pieces going this direction. Let's do a test fit. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Slides right down in here. And I'm going to fold all of this in. I still have some movement left to right. I need to take care of that. I'm not sure if I can fit an air pillow down in here. So I'm going to try. I went down to the bottom there. Let's try this too. That went down to the bottom. I still have some room here, and I don't think I can fit any more air pillows in here without pushing it from one side to the other. These are rolls that I saved from my paper towel. They work great for this. You can slightly flatten them. They were great for situations like this to help stabilize. Have just a little room at the top. I do think I can fit a few air pillows. I'll try this here, see if I can get this closed. If you can't get it closed easily, can't do it. You have too many. Let's try this. I know I still have extra room here, but this isn't going anywhere, and another air pillow won't fit. So I'm going to just try this. Give it a shake. Not going anywhere. Let's get it taped up. Looks pretty good. Who's this going out to? The 4 plates are going out to NC in Kentucky. Before I reveal what sold for the highest price, was it the 2 tiki mugs or the 4 plates? Did you leave a comment below? Do it now. Okay, so which sale sold for the most money? The 2 tiki cups, paid $2 for them, or the 4 dinner plates that I paid $2 for? Which one has the most value? These you could say might have been a little more work for packing. These not so bad, but which one? What did you guess? I'm going to show you. The 2-piece, but she ordered 2 orders of 2-piece France Haviland Limoges dinner plates. So that was 4 dinner plates. Order 2, quantity of 2 as it shows here. Sold for $19.90 plus shipping. Total of $28.16 with tax. And the tiki mugs by Tiki Rob, Rum Haven Mermaid. Set of 2 of those as a lot of 2. Sold for $49.95 plus shipping plus tax came to $63.50. So which one did you think cost the most? I'm excited to find out and read your comments. If you like these kind of videos, I appreciate a thumbs up. Invite you to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Avenue. I'll see you soon. Simple sales for good profit.